Hey everybody, welcome back to Morgan's Cozy Corner. I'm Morgan and I am so excited to be able to help you guys make your spaces more cozy, more comfortable, more you. Today we're going to revisit our Let's Discover series, and today's focus is going to be our next home decor line, which is Scentsy's Enliven Home Decor Line. While I do admit I loved the warm home decor line from the last episode, I am obsessed and am totally in love with the Enliven home decor line. This one definitely resonates with me more than the warm home decor line, if I do have to be honest. You guys, if I didn't have to prioritize kind of creating a um, space for not just me but my entire family, like if I didn't have to compromise on decor styles or the energy, the vibe that we have in our house, then I think the Enliven home decor line would definitely be the one that I use the most for everything. Which it's totally like me, you guys. We'll go more into this. So the Enliven home decor line is designed to create an environment that is vibrant, energetic, creative, and just full of excitement and joy, which I super love about this collection. So let's go ahead and dive in. Love it. So, what is the Enliven home decor line, and what kind of items can you expect to see in this decor line? So, the Enliven decor line is a collection of pieces that are vibrant, they are unique, creative, bold. They feature one of a kind pieces that inspire joy, individuality, and creativeness or creative expression. I love this. This is why this collection is my office, you guys, because I need all of those things. This collection is perfect for anyone who's not afraid of color or pattern or really just like bringing that happy, joyful, playful energy into their space. So, the best way to explain the Enliven Decor line is dopamine decor at its finest, you guys. If you don't know what dopamine decor is, it is decor that instantly draws that happy feeling the moment that you surround yourself with that space or the moment you walk into that room. It's just playful and energetic. It kind of brings out that childlike wonder again the second that you step into that environment, which is why I love having this decor line as my office because I want to be happy and excited and energetic and creative when I walk into the space, and that's exactly what the Enliven Home Decor line does for me. So when you think of the Enliven Home Decor line, I want you guys to think of styles that are bold, fun, playful, vibrant, and a couple home decor lines that would actually fall into Scentsy's Enliven home decor line would be maximalism, eclectic, color drenching, which I learned about. It's kind of funny, guys. I'll show you in a little bit. And 80s inspired or post modern. So all five of those fit into the Enliven home decor line. So let's go ahead and take a peek of what these spaces look like. Here we go. So here are some spaces that I think completely represent the Enliven home decor line. These spaces are fun, whimsical, and inspirational. They are energetic, and I can see creativity being able to flow freely without limits in each of these spaces. What do you guys think? Super like the one thing I'm getting for sure is definitely the play of color in here, the play of materials and textures, and just it's fun. It's so much fun. Like I want these spaces in my house. If I can take this bedroom scene down on the bottom left and throw it in my office, but not a bedroom, like an office, like that would be so much fun. So let me walk you guys through each of these pictures really quick to kind of help you identify which home decor lines each of these are. So that way, when we move on to the next little show pieces, you guys will understand a little bit more. So in the upper left corner, where you see the orange couch and the bookshelf behind it, that is the maximalism space. So maximalism is actually kind of cool. It can be chaotic and disorganized if it's not curated properly, which I think is really interesting because in the upper left picture, I see a lot of things when I look independently, but when you stop and just kind of look at the picture overall, it actually doesn't look too bad. Things are grouped by color, by size, they're mixed playfully, nothing seems out of place, which is really, really cool. The lower left, or the bedroom scene with the pink bed and the chandelier, the boho chandelier, this is the eclectic room. Now, what I'm loving about that eclectic room is the bright pops of color. They're just fun and energizing. The mix of We're going to do bright colors, but we're going to add a boho chandelier. We're going to add some greenery into this with some house plants. And just like it looks cohesive, but fun at the same time. In the middle, so upper middle, we have a color drenched room. Color drenched is actually really interesting and cool, and I can't wait to share with you guys a little bit more about what that means. Um, the lower right image, we have a postmodern room. And there's something in here that I think doesn't stand out right away, but we'll take a close-up image on this so you guys can actually see it. And then in the upper right corner or the upper right area, we see a 80s inspired room, which is very cool. I think my daughter would actually like that. All right, so let's take a look at this first one. We're going to take a look at the maximalism room. So maximalism is just a mix of colors, textures, sizing. It is curated. It's not cluttered or disorganized. Like I said, you guys, it does look like there's a lot of things in this picture, but nothing seems out of place at the same time, which is very interesting. I can tell you, I cannot do this with my home. Like, I like to be organized. And I don't like things to be chaotic because when things are disorganized and chaotic, I cannot focus for the life of me. I get distracted. I can't find peace to work. I cannot just sit and be comfortable. Um, which is definitely like not how we create cozy spaces. You guys, if you feel uncomfortable in your space and you just avoid a room because it gives you like, oh my gosh, anxiety, we need to talk. We need to talk, you guys. But this space right here is actually kind of interesting. I can see this being really playful and fun for my kids. Everything kind of has its own space here, and it's very fun. So for this space from our Scentsy Enliven Home Decor line, I would actually pick the llama warmer. I feel like this matches that fun kind of vibe where you mix those patterns and colors, but it's also not too crazy. Like the white of the llama kind of tones it down a little bit, while the texturing of the wool, even like the fact that it's a llama, the little shawl that's over the llama, the little orange tassels by the legs, bring out the fun playfulness, which I think kind of happens in this room. And it wouldn't overwhelm that space because it kind of blends with colors too, right? So the llama warmer was inspired by South American llamas, which is super cool. And I love how Scentsy kind of went really clean with this. It could have been crazy, but this is actually really nice. This is a ceramic element warmer, so that means there's no light bulb required for this warmer. You just plug it in, and there's a heating element that is actually inside the warmer already, so you don't have to mess with light bulbs or wax dishes or anything. It's plug it in, turn it on, put your wax cubes in. Simple. When you need to change your wax, clean the old wax out, put some new wax in, and that's it. Um, there are hand painted details on this warmer. It is not made in a factory where you have machines doing everything for you. It is hand painted details, which is amazing. And that's something I love about Scentsy warmers too, is that they're all about the artistry and the craftsmanship in our products too, which makes them really cool and it makes them like really great quality. And the llama warmer is 8.5 inches tall. So pretty tall, pretty tall. I think it's from head to foot. He's 8.5 inches tall. All right, let's take a look at the next space, which was the space I super love. It's the eclectic bedroom. So when you think of eclectic, you guys, it just means a mixture of colors, textures, styles, and even design eras. So vintage and modern being in the same space, which is very cool. It kind of breaks the rules a little bit, but does it in such a playful, fun, energizing way. And I think that's why I love eclectic, is because it's just intentionally playful. And I love being playful. That's just like, I don't know. I don't want like to brag about it, but like I think I love being just playful. It makes life more fun. But I super love this space. You guys can see the mix of design elements in the eclectic room, from the bright colors to the boho chandelier to the house plants to that rattan rug down on the floor to the natural wood floors to the open airiness of the room, which is super fun. And for this eclectic bedroom, I actually chose the confetti glow taupe warmer. Now it's a little hard to see because of this first image, but this is a mushroom style. I call it mushroom because it looks like a mushroom. It's a mushroom shaped glass warmer. It was inspired by contemporary lamp design element mix. It definitely feels vintage and modern at the same time. It really does. It looks like something that could have been really popular back in maybe the 70s or 80s, but also looks like something that exists now, which is super, super awesome. Each pattern of this warmer is actually one of a kind, and that is thanks to the confetti flecked surfaces. So this is hand blown glass, you guys. So when the glass makers are making the outside of this warmer or the bottom part of the warmer, not the dish, they are actually blowing it by hand and flecking the glass with all the little confetti pieces that you see in there. So no two confetti glow warmers are going to be the same. Now this does glow when it's lit, so it gives off a little bit of a orangey golden vibe or glow, which you guys can see in the image all the way to the right, which I think is so beautiful and would match the yellow tones and even the wood tones of that eclectic room. This does take a 40-watt Edison bulb and stands 6.5 inches tall. So it would be really, really cute on that little side table next to the bed. Or even if there's a little windowsill or window bench by that really open airy window, it looks really cute over there as well. But that is the Confetti Glow Taupe Warmer in the Enliven collection. All right, guys, next, let's talk about this color drenched room. I want to know how you guys feel about color drenching. This is something I've seen before, and when I was looking up color drenching, it kind of highlighted that when you're doing color drenching rooms, the ceilings, the walls, and the baseboards are all the same color. So you're really giving it a nice flat surface, but it's done in more moodier tones like dark teal, navy blue, emerald, those darker, kind of moodier colors, which is very interesting to me. But I love it because it gives anything that you add to the space more of a chance to kind of stand out and pop, which is really cool. Um, it's definitely falls in the enliven category for sure. Anyways, the warmer that I chose for this space. Also, the color drenched room. I love that they paired it with patterns. So if you look on the floor, there's this really cool black and white geometric style rug, and even the hexagon mirror in the back. Definitely bringing some Art Deco in there. Anyways, back to the enliven part. For this room, I chose the Shine Bright Warmer simply because one, it definitely matches the color scheme of this room, but it also has little elements to help it stand out. So it's kind of like the color drenching where you have the teal on the upper part of the room, and then there it's really hard to see, but there's a wooden base floor on the bottom. Or you're bringing in those brassy tones of the legs of the desk. Even the brassy tones from the mirror match this so well. But I love the Shine Bright Warmer. It is so beautiful, you guys. It has a mercury glass effect on two-tone glass. So this is all one piece. The teal and the copper coloring, it's all one piece, which is super, super beautiful. Again, it is glass warmer, which is amazing. This warmer glows when lit, which is really, really cute. I keep saying girly words, you guys, but it's really cool. It creates a speckled lighting effect on nearby surfaces. So if you look on the picture all the way to the right, there's kind of a speckling pattern happening on the table that the Shine Bright Warmer is sitting on, which is so cool and interesting. This does take a 20-watt light bulb and it stands 6 inches tall. Now I have seen the Shine Bright Warmer in person, and you guys, it is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Definitely will not regret that one. All right, this next space, let's talk about this room right here. So this is the postmodern room. And now that you guys get a bigger picture to look at, this room is a little crazy and it's cool at the same time. I loved looking at this warmer because, this room because I was like catching more details the more I looked at it. So postmodern combines unlike elements, historical references, and materials all in the same space. It's bold, it often features chaotic colors, patterns, and non functional ornamental shapes. So if you guys look in this, it combines stripes on the wall with the stripes on the rug, with the triangle shaped table off to the side, with this globe. It honestly looks like grapes, the chandelier, the white globe chandelier, but it's multiple globes. What do you guys call that kind of chandelier? Comment in the Drop it in the comments. I don't even know what to call it, but it's super fun. And then if you guys even look at the television above the fireplace, this is where I was like, wait a second, wait. If you guys look at the television, it has kind of like this dripping paint pattern, which is where you start getting the chaotic non-functional shape. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is really cool. And then there's like this crackling almost on the navy blue fireplace. There's just a lot going on, but the more you look at it, the more really cool details you catch that you didn't see before. And for this space, I kind of wanted to give something that has a little bit of an odd shape, but also brought in some of the textures that were already present in the image. So I chose the bubble blue warmer. So the bubble blue warmer is inspired by vintage glass, which definitely hits postmodern. This is also a hand blown glass warmer with frosted satin blue finish. It's frosted with a satin blue finish. So I love this because just the shape of it, like Scentsy could have gone any direction with the shape of this because there's already bubbling on the surface of the warmer. So these bubbles do stand out. They're not concave. They pop out like a little poppet. Um, no, we can't mess with them. You guys, it's actually stuck like that, like glass. Just to clarify that. But the shape of this could have been just a perfectly shaped cylinder, but it gives like this almost the bottom of a teardrop shape, which I think is so much fun. And like I said, you guys, the bubbles on this really match that chandelier. So it kind of gives that bulbous shape, like the drips of the TV and the chandelier circles. Like I thought this fit the space very perfectly. And then when you guys light this warmer, it also gives off kind of like this orangey glow just because the 20-watt light bulb that it comes with is already a standard light bulb, which already gives off a yellow glow, but it gives it that vintagey yellowish blue tone, which I think combines the stripes on the wall and that blue tone on the wall and puts it into the warmer, which is really, really cool, you guys. So I think bubble blue will definitely make this space elevated. It'll help bring in another piece of decor that will match the space, but also stand out on its own by creating that interesting, funky kind of shape and vibe. All right, guys, next, this is our 80s inspired room. Now, let me hit that inspired for a second, you guys. This is an 80s inspired, not 80s replicated. When I was looking for different spaces for the 80s inspired decor style, it was a lot of like neon, disco ball, bright lights. Honestly, a lot of the patterns, you guys, just for reference, I was born in '89, but I grew up in the '90s. A lot of the patterns reminded me of the old Taco Bell seats, if you guys remember that. The triangle like crazy patterns. If you guys grew up in the '90s, tell me I'm not the only one who remembers those Taco Bell patterns. Super fun, super fun. But then I saw stuff like this as well. I saw images like this picture as well, where it's inspired by the 80s, but kind of has like a little bit of a modern take on it, but it's still soft. And it's like, this could literally be in the 80s. But honestly, I think my daughter would love this bedroom. Um, it's so beautiful. So if you guys can't tell in the image to the left, there is a like dusty purple headboard with very just neutral sheets and bedding on the bed. There is on the wall on the right, and even right there between, it looks like the mirror closet and the office closet. I don't know, there's two closets, I guess. It looks like there's this like floral decorative, almost reminds me of wallpaper or even the floral couches, but it's done in such an elegant, beautiful way. Even that open closet that they turned into like a craft space office. The coloring on that, just the shape of the stripe, it's very cool. I love that. I would honestly do this in my house for my daughter. But again, you guys, it's 80s inspired, not 80s replicated. Anyways, for this space, I would actually choose the Dusky Petals warmer. You guys, this is the warmer that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I cannot wait to order this warmer now that Scentsy Payday has hit. I can't wait to put it in my office. This is like giving all the vibes. Love this warmer so much. I need this one so bad, so bad. Anyways, guys, let me tell you more about the Dusky Petals warmer. This is a ceramic warmer that showcases dimensional flowers. So this is not flat. Those flowers actually pop out a little bit. And Scentsy has even brought that dimensional flower pattern inside the wax dish. So from all angles of this warmer, no matter how you look at it, there will be dimensional flowers on this, which is super amazing. And oh, you guys, images don't do it justice. I need this warmer so I can see it. Because the pattern continues across the entire warmer, the wax dish on top is not removable. They are all one piece. So to change the bulb, you would actually lift the warmer and it'll sit on a base that's not attached to the warmer with a light bulb on it, which is cool. It's cool. It makes it easy too for transporting or putting it away for the holidays, which I don't know if I'd ever do because this warmer is gorgeous. On the Dusky Petals warmer, there is a vibrant reactive glaze finish, and I had to look that up. I'm like, what is a reactive glaze, you guys? Anyways, reactive glaze just means that no two warmers are going to look alike because of the firing process. They use a reactive glaze on the warmers, and during firing, there could be differentiations between patterns of the glaze, between the texture of the glaze, and even the color gradient may be different, which means for these warmers, no two warmers are going to look alike. If you guys look at the image of the warmer, you can tell the one on the left and the one on the right are actually a little bit different. And I know the lighting is a little bit different, you guys, but it just looks so much. I don't know. The one on the right, the center of the flowers looks more visible than the one on the left because the one on the left it looks like the petals are a little more visible, which is super cool. But again, I need to get a warmer so I can check that out. Now this does add a touch of garden with a charming twist to your spaces, which is super cute. You guys, I really need this warmer. I'm in love with this warmer so much. This warmer does take a 25-watt bulb, which sits on that base underneath the warmer, and it is 6.5 inches tall. So super, super cute. I can imagine this warmer being in that little office space in the back. If there's a side table towards the head of the bed, that would also be super adorable. But I feel like this would fit the space so nicely. All right, guys. Now you know I can't talk about Scentsy warmers without talking about Scentsy wax bars, Scentsy fragrances, all the good things. I love Scentsy products. They all are just super amazing no matter what scent delivery system you use, whether it's warmers, whether it's our fan diffusers, whether it's oils and those oil diffusers. Just there's just so many beautiful home decor pieces, and I think it's amazing that Scentsy is not just about bringing fragrances to spaces, but also elevating your spaces. Period, which is great. We need more Scentsy stuff, guys. Just because home decor and fragrance are fantastic, especially when you pair them together. Anyways, you guys, these are the scents that I chose to match the Enliven Decor line. I think these scents are all playful. They're fun. They bring in that kind of like joyful, creative energy. So if you guys are Enliven girlies or Enliven dudes like I am, then these are definitely scents I recommend you try. So the first one is just a super classic scent. I think I knew what black raspberry vanilla was before I ever like fully dove into Scentsy and tried black raspberry vanilla from them. I do love Scentsy's black raspberry vanilla though, you guys. It's just wholesome. It embodies like all the good things about black raspberry vanilla. So black raspberry vanilla, the notes are dark berries and vanilla, and it smells like sun-kissed berries, a layered parfait, and split vanilla beans. So good. Oh my gosh, now I want to smell one so bad. Next is Italian Sunshine. This released actually as a new scent last year in the Spring Summer 2025 catalog, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I need all the bars of this one too. The notes of Italian Sunshine are Italian bergamot, sun-kissed coconut, sweet berries, and amber. It smells like fresh bergamot peels, sun-ripened berries, and warm amber. I love that they added amber into this because it brings kind of like this warm sultriness to it, but like all of the other, I almost said flavors, all of the other scents in here make it feel just like a beautiful transition into summer, which is going to happen very soon for Texas because Texas doesn't believe in spring or winter. It's true, you guys. It really doesn't. Anyways, talking about bergamot, you guys, what's a bergamot? I don't know, but bergamot scents smell really good. That's all I know. You guys know what a bergamot is? Like, drop it in the comments because I want to know. Anyway, guys, the third scent that I have chosen to match the Enliven collection is Sweet Lime and Peach. This one makes you want to get up and dance and just have a great time. It's not super in your face citrus sweet as you guys think it is. It's actually like energizingly sweet without overdoing it. It's hard to describe that. I have it in a limited dish soap right now, and it's fantastic. Um, Anyways, guys, sweet lime and peach. The scent notes of this are fresh lime, yum, guarded mint, yum, and peach blossom. So it's not peach like fresh peach juice or the cans of peach. It's peach blossom, which is really good. So good. It smells like limeade with muddled mint, herb garden, and peach juice. So it does say peach juice, but it's not like okay, if you guys, I can't name drop brands here, you guys, but you guys know the little peach cups that you peel back the lid and it's like full of juice and peaches? Not that. I just remembered that because my daughter ate one this morning. All right, you guys, but that is Scentsy's Enliven collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if anything stood out to you today. If you guys want to stay up to date on all things Scentsy, scan the QR code to sign up for our newsletter so that way you guys are getting announcements on anything that's launching soon, anything that's coming out that's new, even details and descriptions about what's already out that you may have missed. Even I get to send out emails personally to you guys just for signing up for the newsletter, which is fantastic. I'm always excited to share the latest tips, news, and exclusive offers with you and our community and you guys because you are the community. Your support means the entire world to me, you guys, and I can't wait to bring you more of our amazing Scentsy home decor lines, tips and tricks on how to make your homes feel more cozy and anything that you love. But in order to do that, I need you guys to stay connected. Drop comments of what you guys like, what you guys want to see more of. And maybe even what you want the next video to be. Your feedback actually helps grow this channel and it helps me create content that you guys actually want to see and that truly resonates with you guys. I want to thank you guys for being part of this journey. Thank you for being part of the YouTube channel journey. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.